It is I, Thor, Odin's son. Thor, God of Thunder. Having Thor first appearance in the MCU, Chris Hemsworth is playing Thor. And for Tom Hiddleston, only think he plays Loki in this movie, but he was also going for the role of Thor as well. Kenneth Branagh is the director of the movie. You probably recognize him from Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets. He played Gabriel Lockhart.
I see you've all bought a complete set of my books. Well done.
Pretty obvious. Thor became king of Asgard. I feel bad for Loki because Loki is a lot younger than Thor, so, obviously Thor is older. It goes to the oldest sibling. And then obviously we got like the backstory of Loki in the first place. Not being king and realize like his whole family is a lie and stuff. It's a lot, especially realizing as a kid and stuff, and then growing up with Thor. It takes a lot for him, like bring him away and stuff. So it's kind of interesting. Like Odin is the king, and then he's gonna give it to Thor. Odin's army versus the frost giant. I think this is the most biggest fight battle we probably ever seen in the MCU. It's crazy enough of the frost giants are frost giants. Like obviously, yeah, they live in a cold area and stuff, but I didn't know they were giants. And then we also had the similar fight with Thor and his friends going to see the frost giants and fight them instead. This really shows a lot why like Loki is like jealous to Thor, because like Thor is becoming king and fortunately Loki wants to be king. So it's like it's hard for him not to be a king. Like I guess he can be a prince or whatever and stuff, but he wants it really like bad, and he wants to conquer everybody because that's just what Loki does, and we are seeing that from like other movies in the MCU. So for his punishment is not to be worthy. So Odin just like took all his armor, put his hammer away, sent him to Earth. And when he came down to Earth, unfortunately there's a portal goes down and stuff. I guess sky to the ground. Jane Foster, Dr. Eric, and Darcy is in their like little van for like scientist stuff, and fortunately Thor came out of nowhere. This is not the first time Thor gets hit by a car. She did twice.
What?
This is actually a fun scene in the movie where the hammer actually landed on Earth, made like a big giant circle around it and stuff, and everybody just started like going to it. Like they have like a big giant line of people are one like trying to like lift the hammer of thinking they're worthy. And then they're also like having fun, having some barbecue, all this stuff. Even like Stan Lee was getting into it. And then after that, Shield got part of it. We finally figure out Loki's backstory. He's fortunately was adopted to Thor's family. Again, like I don't know why Odin actually took Loki in, especially he was a frost giant. because this is also, I keep doing this so much because there is a lot of what if episodes in these typical movies, like what it have been, like if it changed and stuff. So there is another episode about Thor's history, and for Loki, they did show of when Odin and his army people from Asgard went to see the frost giants, fight them, whatever, and stuff. Somehow they fight, and then when Odin actually saw Loki as a baby, he thought he was about to keep it, but he actually gave it back to the frost giants. And when they show, like, as a present time, Loki actually did came down to Earth and stuff to see Thor, and basically they showed Loki as like a frost giant than a human. This is, another funny scene of in the movie where all of them are at like the coffee place, and just sitting down drinking coffee. Thor likes it, so he wants another, so he just says another, and then just smash it. Obviously, it's crazy enough of somebody not from Earth is completely different. It's similar when he went to the pet store and like saying it's like, I would like a horse, and then realize like only we have cats and dogs, and like give me the biggest one you have. I would say Saint Bernard is probably the biggest dog. This is the first time we're gonna see Clint Barton, aka Hawkeye, Jamie Renner, in this movie, where Shield is basically taking the hammer in their case and stuff, and they have like little like tent thing around and stuff. And he was about to shoot Thor when he was about to grab the hammer and stuff. And for Thor is when he was trying to grab the hammer. Fortunately, he just lost his powers because of what Odin did to him. Another what if reference to that scene is where Hawkeye was top of the thing, was about to shoot it and stuff, but there was a shoot in What If episode. The air went through Thor, actually killed Thor. Thor's friend showed up on Earth. Hamdile totally helped them to go through. While Odin is like down, still alive, but he's supposed to be dead because Loki kind of gave him like a heart attack and stuff. And then Loki killed his own dad, Laufey. I don't understand Loki in generally. He's just a weird character. Like I don't know, he's like a villain or a hero or whatever, but yeah, he's just a character in the movie, and obviously Thor's brother, but like adopted. So we actually saw Sif, Lost Vostag, Hogan, and Fendrell coming down to Earth, seeing him, helping him, and generally the Destroyer came down Earth as well. And fortunately, when Thor was talking to the Destroyer, Loki was on the other side. Everybody thought Thor was dead, and then he came back, got his powers back. Now everybody now knows Thor is actually Thor, God of Thunder. So yeah, pretty good movie. First start of the Thor character. Chris Hemsworth basically like changed this character more and more into other Marvel movies. We are going to see more of the relationship of Thor and Natalie Portman character, Jane Foster. I know a lot of people really like Thor. There's some people would say Thor is probably their favorite Marvel character. There's a lot reason I feeling people say that. It's just not like what Chris Hemsworth plays of Thor. But there's just something cool about Thor and generally and stuff. Why people liked him and stuff. He's one of the biggest. I think my brother likes Thor. But overall, great character, great movie. Yeah, what do you guys think the movie? Did you guys like it or not? Is it like one of your favorites? Let me know in the comics. So yeah, I have a blast making this video. Hopefully you can see more and more. Next is Captain America and the First Avengers. Surprising they went that title. Over than that, I'm probably gonna do my Thor impression. Let me get my Mjolnir.
Meow meow? What's meow meow?
Like, subscribe, and thank you for watching.